morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome into the CryptoLogic Podcast, man. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day, man. It is Thursday, the 9th. So you should actually remember this day because probably going to see a lot of FUD going on, guys. A lot of FUD going on.
I just tweet out on the CryptoLogic Twitter. Y'all should follow that for sure. Get us to 1,000, please.
Woo!
Do a giveaway. Nah, we probably will. The tweet said, "Don't trip by the dip." I like that saying. I want to put that on a shirt.
It is a pretty cool saying. I mean,
Don't trip.
It's actually really relevant today,
so
man. Because this, like the market today, not even just the crypto market, man. The stock market as well is super red.
Everything's down.
Everything is down. So we're gonna dive into the market. We're gonna talk about it a little bit. We're gonna dive into why the market is down and get into a couple of questions. There's a question one of you guys had that we want to answer as well, and then we're gonna talk about some cryptos as well.
I just wonder why people like they think that like when everything's red, why so many people like freak out. Like you see people asking their favorite influencers, content creators, whatever. Are you still holding this token? Are you still holding this token? And it's like, because everything's dipping, like, do they think that like, oh, it's gonna go to zero, or like do they all of a sudden just gave up on the utility of it? Like I understand if you invest into Sheeb, Doge, Safe Moons and stuff, that makes sense to have that ideology when everything's tanking to like get out and jump ship, because there's no utility that's gonna bring it back up, in my opinion, right? Like true utility, swap and all that stuff is not real utility. Okay, I'd rather use Uniswap. I'd rather use Trader Joe. I'm not using Shiba Swap. Okay,
right.
I'm not using some. You know what I mean? So, real utility, does that just get thrown out the window when things go down? Like in the stock market, like if Microsoft has a dip, do you just say, "Oh, Microsoft's gonna fail. It's gonna go to zero"? Like, you know what I mean?
I personally, man, I think, and then this is just my opinion, though. I think the people that jump ship like that or ask their favorite influencers about certain cryptos, I believe it's because they don't know what they truly put their money into. Either one, they FOMO'd in, or they don't feel as confident with it. Like, okay, let's use VXV for an example. When VXV got listed on KuCoin, everyone assumed that VXV was going to go skyrocketing to the moon. We talk about it on the channel all the time, but we know that. I mean, shoot, we thought it did too. It did a little bit. It did go up to, $16, $20, but it didn't go to 50 like we all assumed it would have.
Yep.
Now, when we started to listen to the weekly calls that they do, we start to realize, like, hey, look, guys, the team came out and said themselves, like, look, we're trying to be regulatory clarity. We're trying to have this understanding with the government so that there's no hiccups. So when we do have that price appreciation, we're not going to be sliding back down, go to $100 and then slide all the way back down to $20. That's not what VXV is going to do. VXV was not meant for, us as everyday people.
Retail consumers, retail investors, blah, blah, blah.
It wasn't meant for us. So now that we have that clarity and understanding, it's like, all right, excuse me. It's like, all right, well, now I know what I'm looking at. So in the future, if VXV goes to $100, $200, $500, I'm going to feel safe keeping my money in there, staking it or whatever I can do, rather than being like, oh, it went up to $20, but it might drop all the way back down to 10, because some paper hands got freaked out because they didn't do an AMA this week. Oh, they're not doing an AMA. I got to get out. And they start flooding the market, and then the price tanks, you know what I mean? So I think the people that are asking their favorite YouTubers or whoever, about advice, I just think that they didn't do their own research and don't have the understanding of what they put their money into. And they're kind of afraid, when it goes down. It's I
just don't understand the psychology of it. It's like, it's like if things go red, like why do you all of a sudden have a change of heart? Like you see it with QUANT. QUANT's at like $1.50 or 60, but like, nothing changed in the utility. It's not like,
you mean 160?
Yeah, 160. It's not like it's not like the CEO's like, oh, we're completely changing our mission now. Now we're gonna build motorcycles. We're not gonna worry about crypto anymore. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like it's not like they completely changed their mission. Their mission is still the same.
I think they bought it. I think they bought it with the intention of the price appreciation. But now that they see that the price is not appreciating and it's depreciating, now they're like, well, if that's the case, I should have put that money somewhere else.
Yeah, like the metaverse tokens.
Yeah, I should have put it somewhere else. And now I'm losing the money that I technically didn't already have. and now I'm losing it, and now I'm freaking out because now I have to wait until it gets to $300, $400 to break even again, and I don't know if that when or how that's going to happen. So I think that's why people are kind of freaking out, especially with the market.
It's so crazy to me. I just laugh at it. I'm like, and then they're chasing the metaverse tokens, which makes sense. I mean, if you got in earlier in those metaverse tokens, you'd be up big right now. But it's like, it's all, if you're buying it on the hype up, it's like CRO and all that stuff. That's just all hype and speculation. Obviously, CRO blew up because of its deals and its track record, its work. It's putting in the work, you know. And there's all these cryptos that are putting in the work. But remember, we said, you know, these cryptos are still a few years away from actually being fully optimized and being self-sufficient to where they're their full potential, like years away, like at least 2.5, 3 minimum. At least by 2025 is when we're actually going to see some changes. Crypto is going to be way more normal than what it is now. It's way more normal compared to what it was last year and even the year before, right? This year around. So 2022, we're actually going to see an increase of more, I think, institutions, venture capitalists, spot ETFs might get approved sometime next year. There's going to be a lot more crypto news. You're not only going to hear Bitcoin. You're going to start hearing Ethereum. You're going to start hearing Solana more. You're going to start hearing Avalanche. You're going to start seeing CRO everywhere. You're going to start hearing a lot of different protocols get announced. And then a lot of real world traditional finance companies and institutions adopt crypto as well. Build businesses around crypto and using crypto. So I think going forward, it's just the window, like we said, the window is getting
it's almost closing.
You better get your ass in. Oh, I cussed again. Dang it. Get your butt in. It's getting closer and closer. Your foot's going to get stuck. Get stuck trying to, and then they're going to have to pull you in or push you out.
Oh, man. Now you're going to have to get some WD-40.
Yeah. Somebody's going to slide in at the last minute. Oh, I'm going to go now. Get stuck.
But I mean, going back to that point though, man, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I think it depends on what type of investor you're trying to be, man. What do you want in this game? What is your goal here? Like, obviously, everybody knows the initial goal is to, you know, create passive income, make generational wealth, whatever, what have all that bull crap. But what is your short-term goals and what are your long-term goals? If your short-term goals is to be a millionaire next week, 6 months from now, you're going to lose a lot of money because you're going to be chasing these green candles and then you're going to be buying the tops, retracing about 20%, 30%, 50%. You're going to be sick. You will be sick. So you got to, hey, man, if you got into crypto, the last 3 months, you should not be worried about making 100,000 X's. You should be worried about getting your position in where you are and dollar cost averaging in. That's just my opinion. That's not fact. That's not true. That's not whatever. That's just what I think, man.
Just gotta get in. On our Instagram thing. Your $1 million portfolio starts with buying your first crypto.
You can't even make $1 million if you don't even start.
Buy your first crypto. You just gotta get in. Buy your first one. Find one that you like. I like this one. Buy one token, and that's how you start.
Just get in, man. That's all I can really say. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to.
And
which
if you're able to buy
in.
one full Bitcoin,
gotta get in.
You're actually doing really.
That'd be sick. You could double your money safely. Let's look at the market, man.
Hey, Dante, what's up?
Every time, dude. How do I? Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Oh, nope. How do I forgot what the key term is for that one. I gotta figure it out.
It's like 3 or something.
Oh yeah, maybe. So the market right now is 2.25 trillion, man. Down basically almost 6%.
That would be funny if Dante was just like, "What's up, guys?" And he was actually in here again.
That would be kind of scary. That would be kind of scary.
He hacked us last time.
He did hack us, which is kind of crazy.
He just joined. I don't know how he did it.
He just literally popped up and out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Pretty scary.
So we're down almost 6% on the day, man. Bitcoin has fell underneath 50,000 again, rightly so because of the news that came out.
Yeah, we're gonna pop that up there.
Ethereum looks like it might be on its way to drop below 4,000. Binance hasn't really fell much. You know, Binance has kind of stayed around this 575, 573 range, 595. It's consolidated pretty well for Binance. Solana has kind of stopped where it got stopped in its tracks. It was tracking towards that $200. Now it's, you know, sitting at 180, which is not bad, man. I think I'm going to still dollar cost average into Solana. There's a lot of cool things going on with Solana, man. XRP still underneath $1. Polkadot still under 30. You know, it's crazy part about Luna, and we talked about it the other day. It's the only one technically green other than
Luna's performing really well.
Yeah.
This happened the last time the markets were red, and which one was pumping last time? Avalanche.
It was Avalanche.
The last time the markets were red like this, and we were saying the same thing: don't trip, buy the dip. And then what happened? It went back up. But what was pumping? What was keeping the market alive, or not alive, but being the only one prominent? That was Avalanche. Avalanche was like at 190 or 180. What was it? 160, 170.
Somehow
it was like we were like, oh, it was on $200 club.
It was crazy.
Avalanche was the only one that was going crazy. And right now it's Luna's moment, and Luna's gonna be the one that's gonna hit 100 and go crazy. And then we're gonna see it happen again with Polkadot. We're gonna see. This is my opinion. We're gonna see it happen with Cosmos. We're gonna see that. You know what I mean? Down and down, on and on and on, and Phantom, all down the way, all the way down the list.
Yeah, man, it's doing pretty good. I mean, it's up 7% on the
often rhymes
on the week, so it's pretty dope. Dogecoin, I feel like will fall soon. I mean, look at Avalanche is literally like right there, man.
Dead.
Literally right there. Shiba's continuing.
I want to play the Undertaker theme song.
I wish we could, man. We'd get demonetized so quick.
I don't know how it goes.
Yeah, this is kind of bad. Polygon is doing pretty good as well, up 2%. What else? CRO has fell a lot more. What was it at, like 65?
67, yeah.
67 cents yesterday. It lost basically 10 cents. I mean, look, man, we're bleeding at this point. We're
still
really
10x
bleeding.
though.
Still 10x, yeah. We are bleeding. I mean, let's just dive into the news, because I feel like a lot of people are like, what's the reason? Why are we bleeding?
I was gonna say something crazy. It's like I was gonna say, it's like, you know how we went to the top 10. I think next year the top 10 is gonna look a lot different. Maybe a year or 2 years from now. I'm curious. I'm like, I think Cardano will be in there. I know this is random as hell. I think Cardano will be in there. Quant will be there. I think VXV will be in top 30, top 25.
Yeah, top 10 will definitely. I think the top 10 will have.
I think Cardano
probably
will be
like five or six layer ones in it.
Polkadot might go down. It depends on the market cap. If the market cap goes to like the 6, 7, 8 trillion, then I see obviously Bitcoin there, Ethereum there, Binance there, obviously Tether, Solana. I can see Cardano getting dumped back down, probably staying around 43 to 55 billion. But if Ethereum will be in $1 trillion, Bitcoin will be in maybe 2 trillion. Tether will be over 100 billion. Solana maybe be over 80 billion, 100 billion. You know what I mean? XRP. You know, and then you got Luna, you got KDA. I don't know. I just think the top 10. I kind of want to do like a prediction, but we'll do that later.
The top 10, well, yeah, I agree. The top 10 is not going to be the same.
Yeah,
definitely, it's not going to be the same. A lot
it's
of
way
people
too early to tell. But
are saying that ADA is going to drop for sure if it doesn't do anything this year.
Yeah, just look at the top 10 from last year. It's a little different.
Crazy.
And the year before.
So the reason why the markets are all down, guys, is because Evergrande, of course, defaulted on their promise to pay their bills. I don't know why they freaking don't.
They can't. They have no money.
Do they not know that they have a $82.5 million debt that they have to pay?
No. That's just one payment.
Exactly.
That's like us though. We would default too. The U.S. would default. That's why it's a double whammy. Evergrande already defaulted. There's been 2 close calls already. Where the first one they were extending the payment. The second one, the whoever the owner is, I don't know who it is. He liquidated his airplanes and
jets and all that. Yeah.
And then this one, they didn't make the payment in time. And then the U.S. on the other hand is trying to get the deal passed by the 15th, and it's supposedly on track to be passed by the 13th.
They passed it in the House?
The House passed it, and now the Senate has to pass it, and then it'll be signed by the 13th. And that's why we talked about this off air. We talked about it on the show yesterday. These big whammies are like bang, bang on the stock market and the crypto market, where people are pulling their cash out. They're getting their assets out, their reserves are like, okay, let's wait and see what happens. Because obviously Evergrande is going to boom. That's going to take the market crashed a month ago or so, just with Evergrande potentially might default.
Yeah.
They actually defaulted now. On top of the U.S. economy about to collapse if they don't pass this bill by December 15th. And it's not even guaranteed yet. It's just on track to be passed by the 13th to be signed into law by the 15th. Damn. So they just passed it in the House yesterday. So then now it's going to go to the Senate, and the Senate has to pass it, and then it has to go to the president's desk, and he has to sign it. And that's why they think by the 13th he'll sign it, and then by the 15th they'll be fine. And then they'll raise the debt ceiling again. That's another kick the can down the road for another 6 months. I'm saying the bear market will probably come due to the fact of the U.S. economy collapsing, and that's going to be around Like, we don't know. We obviously don't know. It
Yeah.
depends on if they raise the debt ceiling again. You know, they have to raise it again in 6-7 months. If they don't,
Same thing's gonna happen again. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, man, that they're playing with fire. But hey, if you play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
I just want to know why Evergrande has an effect on the crypto market.
There's a lot
It
of
says the Chinese real estate developer missed an $82.5 million debt repayment on U.S. dollar bonds worth due Monday, according to some reports. The default has led to widespread speculation that Evergrande is now bankrupt, though the firm is yet to post any official declaration of it. More so, new worries have emerged about the potential spillover into China's real estate sector and the impact on the global economy. We get a bunch of stuff from China. The Shenzhen-based firm owes more than $300 billion to various parties, including investors, banks, suppliers. Notably, Evergrande is not the only major Chinese real estate firm currently facing a crisis. This week, the Hong Kong Stock Exchange suspended Kaiser Group Holdings shares after the company missed a Tuesday deadline to pay off a $400 million debt. Everyone's missing their debt payments.
That is crazy.
So, due to these developments, many experts have predicted an economic downturn in 2022. It's possible that such an event could have a big impact on crypto markets too. Bitcoin and other assets have behaved as a risk on in other similar circumstances, such as Black Thursday in March 2020, when global markets crashed amid panic over the C word. Bitcoin also reacted negatively to the news of the new Omo variant and I don't want to say it, has mostly been trading sideways since. Yeah, it kind of has. It was, remember, it was in past 70,000.
Well, there's a lot of money tied up into Bitcoin that, the Chinese government is
Are they going to have to liquidate them? But Michael Saylor's is buying the dip. He just bought the dip again today. He bought like 1,200 more Bitcoin today, $89 million worth.
Where does he get all this money from?
He bought the dip again today.
That is freaking crazy. Every time I turn around, he's buying the dip. El Salvador's buying the dip. Where's he getting this money from?
I just have this feeling that like the markets are going to rebound. Crypto markets are going to rebound because those people are going to put their money in.
Yeah.
As a hedge.
Hedge against inflation?
No, hedge against the freaking stock market and everything, the economic collapse.
Well, yeah. I mean, people put their money in the crypto because they want to hedge against inflation because they keep printing money. Yeah,
but
they're about to print $2 trillion.
I'm talking about a crash.
Oh, in the stock market?
Yeah. It's like buying gold. When the stock market is about to crash, people go and buy assets. They buy gold.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a hedge against the dollar, the actual dollar.
But do you think that we will actually see a stock market crash if we haven't raised the debt ceiling? I think we'll see a stock market crash.
Yeah, the economy's gonna collapse.
If we keep kicking the can down the road, I don't think we'll ever see that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if they keep kicking the can down the road, they need to create a new currency in a sense. They're gonna make a new digital currency that's gonna basically not allow us to have to rely on the dollar anymore. A new currency that's backed by something different.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's my opinion. I'm like if they keep kicking the can down the road long enough to where they're like, oh, we have a new system now. We have a new monetary system. You know what I mean? Now we have a new digital currency, just like China did with the digital yen or whatever. Yuan.
Yeah.
Like they're not relying on the U.S. dollar anymore. They're relying on their money. So when we get to a digital dollar, we can burn dollars. The U.S. can control the supply of the dollar. Like we have cash. You hold your $100,000 in cash. No one's gonna see that $100,000 except you. But like digital dollar, you know what I mean? Like they can stop, they can take. It's digital.
Yeah.
So they can control the interest on it. They can control it. They can control it. They can make inflation come up and reverse it if they need to. They can burn the supply of dollars. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
They can control the interest rate. They can control the supply of the dollar digitally.
So do you think they're kicking a can down the road just to wait to see, let them get their infrastructure up? So then they're like, oh, we don't want to pay anymore.
The dollar collapsed, but hey, everybody got digital money.
Oh,
Here you go.
Yes,
that could happen.
It could.
It sounds like a conspiracy theory, but it could happen.
Damn. Yesterday on the show,
this is entertainment purposes only.
We talked about a lot of, I think it was like 6 or 7 of the
There's a bunch of them, dude.
A bunch of people.
Shout out. No, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was saying there was a meeting yesterday with Congress.
Yeah.
And the CEOs of your favorite crypto exchanges, your favorite cryptocurrencies, people who are in the crypto space. Brian Brooks, one of the GOATs, was there. CEO of Coinbase was there. CEO of I don't know, your people that created exchanges and wallets.
There's a lot of people there.
People that stood up for the crypto space. They're going to talk to these congressmen what they need. They're explaining what we need and why we're having so much trouble, and we want clarity. So they went on and appealed and talked to a lot of all the congressmen, these old heads. And I don't know if you saw the video of Mr. Sherman. He was like, cryptocurrency's biggest danger is itself. And he was like, you got Bitcoin, then you got hamster coin, then you got mongoose coin. Like he
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he said some weird stuff. We're like, what the? Everyone's laughing at him. Like, he doesn't know anything.
That's crazy.
He just thinks that all these coins are real. And he's like, yeah, those are the coins we need out. These are the coins we need out. And Brian Brooks was on there basically saying this, that we cannot thrive, we cannot innovate, and the U.S. is behind all these other countries that are building infrastructure for crypto because the SEC does not provide clarity. And he uses an example that he was a former OCC head. He was the former chairman there, and he basically allowed banks to custody crypto. But he said that when he was in charge of the OCC, banks would come to him, his administration or his office, whatever, and banks would say, hey, we want to offer this lending program. Hey, we want to offer this rewards program. We want to offer something with our clients that use our banking system, whatever. And he would tell them yes or no. Yes, you can move on with this lending program. No, you can't move on with this lending program. Whatever it is that whatever product they're trying to build, banks are always trying to build products.
Right.
Wells Fargo had one. They had one where with their people where if you sign up, you get a commission and stuff. And then that was eventually turned out to be loophole and fraudulent, right? And then there's like different lending programs, right? You put your money in the bank, you get 0.002%. And if you open up a Chase account, you get $100 free. Like those are all programs that they have to get approved by the SEC because free money being given out.
Exactly.
Little things like that. So he said that banks would ask him if they can do this or not, and he would tell them, they would give him a definitive answer, yes or no, and they would ask why, and he would tell them, this is why you can't do it, and this is why you're able to do it. So if you want to be able to do it, you need to do this, you need to change this around. He said, when it comes to cryptocurrency, for some reason, the SEC treats them like, oh, we don't know what the hell this is. It's so new, and you guys are scared of it, and then they come and ask you, oh, we want to offer this program. Nope. Okay, why? Oh, we can't tell you that. What? Why?
There's no guideline.
But then it's like, all right, well, we're gonna list it. Go ahead. And then you list it, we're gonna sue you. That's like, wait. Yeah. Wait. So he's basically saying these cryptocurrencies are like, okay, so it's not a no. All right, then we're just gonna go ahead and list it and do what we're gonna do. And then they do it, and then 2 months later, all right, we're suing you. But you didn't tell us no and why, what we need to do to. So that's why he said at the end, he's like, these cryptocurrencies, go ahead, don't get a definitive answer, and they list at their own peril.
Yeah, and then they end up getting screwed at the end, lose a whole bunch of liquidity. Yep. Now their project is basically dead because now nobody trusts them. And
the SEC is what? They're saying they protect the investor. So what does that mean? They allow these people to get excited. Oh, I get to stake my USDT, make 12%. And all of a sudden, nope, they're getting sued. And then everyone sells, and then the platform's gone, and you lose all your money. How are you protecting the investor now? And that could be in a token that's volatile.
Yeah.
Like a Nexo token or Celsius, right? They have their own tokens. And yeah, they got sued. And then the interesting thing is that he said it ties back in to them being wishy-washy. So it's like, okay, Ethereum, Bitcoin for some reason is good to go, right? Bitcoin is a currency. It's not a security. If you buy Bitcoin, it's literally just a currency, store of value.
Yeah.
Ethereum gets a pass for some reason. They had an ICO. They had an initial offering, but then Ripple gets freaking handcuffed doing the exact same thing Ethereum did.
They're not gonna get away with it. They're gonna get sued. Afterwards, they're gonna get sued.
They have to.
It's not gonna be like XRP in a sense. It's just gonna be like a slap on the wrist, like, but you guys did it, so you got to pay this fine.
Gary Gensler has video saying, when he was teaching the class, saying, "Oh yeah, Bitcoin is a store of value. It's gold, digital gold. It's cryptocurrency. But Ethereum started off offering this. Then we think I think it was a security, but it's been years now. It's been decentralized enough to where it's not security anymore." That's literally the
statute of limitations
thing Ripple is literally the same exact thing Ripple did.
That's what I'm saying.
Here are some tokens. Here are some tokens initially. XRP will be this one day. Give us the money in exchange for the tokens so we can build it. And then when we build it, your XRP value will be what it is.
Exactly.
That is technically a security. But Ethereum did the same thing. But what happens when the utility was created? Now, when you have XRP, what are you doing? I just did it the other day. I moved some tokens into XRP, moved the XRP to this exchange. It took me 4 seconds.
Damn.
And then I swapped it from XRP back to whatever token I wanted. So XRP is just a means of exchange for cryptocurrency because the technology allows it to move fast. If you're saying at USDT, it's going to take you 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on if everyone's busy.
Time,
but
bro.
XRP, you can swap it to XRP, send it, and then swap the XRP back to whatever token you want. And that'll take you literally less than 10 seconds.
Crazy.
That's the utility of XRP. But then it's designed for obviously crypto. But imagine that for banks, being able to move your digital money quick around the world. That's the utility of XRP, and that's where it is now. And we believe that the SEC, this is all just a show. It's all just a show.
Yeah.
And when in the articles have come out, when the Ripple case is done, literally only XRP and Bitcoin will be safe. And then you got Ethereum needs to get sued because at this point it's too much conspiracy. It's too much. Oh, a lot of dirt was uncovered.
A lot of people
dirt was uncovered
all the dirt, and now it looks bad on the SEC. And I know they don't like to look bad, so they're gonna be like, all right, well, give them what they want. You guys, you did what you're supposed to do, so we're gonna slap you on the wrist, okay? And we're gonna have to make you pay about $300 million, okay? And they're just gonna pay them money, and then done.
And if Ethereum doesn't get sued and there is a dip, buy that crap, man.
For sure.
You, no, not financial advice.
Ethereum 2.0 is gonna go.
Buy it. Oh man, I can't be saying that. Fudge.
Yeah, not financial advice.
Don't buy it.
Now, the funny thing is, man, you know how like when you're on TikTok or you're on Instagram or YouTube, sometimes you get those comments that say like, oh, join us on WhatsApp, text me at this number, blah, 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 blah. Well, this article came out today about WhatsApp starting its currency payments on its Novi wallet. People. Dude, I think this is going to be
Novi
really
wallet
bad.
Is Facebook.
I think it's going to be really
Meta.
bad,
That's
dude.
Meta's wallet.
I think it's going to be bad. I think a lot of people are going to get scammed by this.
Some U.S. activists previously asked the DOJ to stop Meta from offering its digital currency wallet Novi on its platforms.
Dude, I think
we know that.
I think it's going to be bad, bro. The reason I think so is because now if they know that you can start trading cryptocurrency on WhatsApp, they're going to be hitting people like, oh, bro, you won, 10 Bitcoin. Just put in this. Oh, you won, some Ethereum. Put in this. And then, what I'm saying, you're going to lose all your money, man. I mean, great. I think that, WhatsApp is doing some innovative stuff with Novi Wallet and trying to, be with Facebook and all that. But I don't know, man. This seems kind of bad. I think it's going to get bad before it gets better. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. But this is what I think, man. I see red flags because it's already a red flag whenever you see text me on WhatsApp. It's crazy because you have to put like, hey, I don't own WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp.
I don't
you know
use
what I'm saying? So it's like when this comes out and people are using it for, exchange of money or changing Bitcoin or doing whatever, they're going to be like, they're going to look at these comments and be like, oh, he got WhatsApp, so it could work. And then you get scammed and then lose all your money. So just be mindful of this, guys. I'm giving you this information right now. When it comes out, just be mindful and double take what's going on, man, because I see a lot of scams going on in this. A lot of scams. Now, let's move on to some last news with Coinbase announcing its support for the hardware wallets, starting with Ledger. So I think this is actually pretty good. Now it allows
Coinbase is going to allow you to connect your Ledger to the Coinbase. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like a onboarding thing. So now you can click your Ledger to it, and then you can buy crypto from Coinbase, and then immediately send it to your wallet, and take it out.
Exactly.
That's dope.
You can put it on cold storage, quick, fast, in a hurry.
I can't wait for that.
All that, yeah, man. It's pretty.
Right now, it's a little tricky.
Yeah, I
just moved my XRP to Nexo and staking it now.
I have my Ledger.
I was kind of like,
literally sitting right over there in the corner. So I think this will be pretty dope. I think they're even launching a wallet, right? Yeah,
but that's crazy. The moment
launching a wallet and a debit card. Holy cow!
The moment you connect that Ledger to thing, you can, You got, I'm thinking of Silver Stranger. That guy got like 3,000 quant. He gonna connect it. IRS gonna be, hey,
How did that get there?
how'd that get there, Keith? He's like, he's like, yeah, I've been buying quant for years. I got like 1,700 quant. And he gonna plug it into Coinbase. Get sent over to the IRS, and then immediately. No, I'm just kidding. But
How did that get there? That was a
that's
TikTok
that's
like that.
that's the risk of the ledger, because ledger, you know, however you buy KuCoin, whatever, you can get it off. You kind of like, you know what I mean. But then now you plug it into Coinbase.
They know
instant,
exactly what you have.
They analyze your wallet. It's just like a flash drive. They analyze your ledger. Damn, you got this much.
You ain't paying taxes on none of that. Give me. Man, that's gonna suck. But yeah, Ledger's doing some big things, man. They're launching their own debit card, which, you know, they're gonna be able to use several digital assets, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, and USDC coin. Probably the CBDCs when they come out, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm definitely gonna look into this freaking crypto debit card because I want it, dude. 100%, I want that. Now there was a comment. Let me
Real
see.
quick, LCX is Liechtenstein, not Switzerland. I thought Liechtenstein was in Switzerland. It's in Europe. Liechtenstein is where LCX is. I should say on the show, I said LCX is from Switzerland.
Oh, somebody
It's not.
somebody tried to connect you.
Yeah,
correct you?
no, it's Legions. Shout out to Legions.
Oh,
Love
okay,
that guy.
okay. Shout out to you, Legions. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, we got yeah.
All right, so there was a comment from Wesley Brooks. Shout out to you, brother. He said,
He's our most liked commenter. That heart means that we like his post the most.
"Oh, I didn't know that."
Yeah, I clicked on that. So
So he said, "Question: What do you guys consider a decent bag? 50, 100, 1,000 coins? I was just reading on Instagram. You said you want to be in 8 projects you believe in. Always like to discuss this type of things or can speak about them on the show. I know that this is not financial advice and this is for educational purposes only."
I love this question.
Go ahead, Joe.
Because we said this before. See, a decent bag. See, this is the fun part. You know, I get my reading glasses on, get my education thing on, educational, entertainment purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why it's very important to respect the crypto space, because that means you're gonna understand tokenomics. So when it comes to buying crypto, if you do not do your due diligence and respect the space, and nor do you care to do any bit of research in regards of tokenomics, you will get hurt. And that's why you don't know how much you need to buy. You buy quant, you don't know how much you need to buy. Understanding quant tokenomics, you would need like 50. You would only need like 10. You would only need like 25. Realistically, because quant supply is only like 12 million. At some point in time, quant could be worth more than Bitcoin with less of the market cap, like the volume of money that needs to be inside of it.
Right.
About half of what Bitcoin is worth will be worth what quant will be worth what Bitcoin is. So if quant had half of Bitcoin's market cap, quant will be the same price as Bitcoin. So if quant had the same market cap as Bitcoin, quant will be worth double, pretty much, because quant has 12 million in total. Bitcoin has 21. So theoretically, 12 times 2 is 24. 24. Okay, so the math is a little off, but it's literally the same thing, right? So that's why I say it depends on the tokenomics. So quant, you would only need like 10 to 15 to 50. Now, we've talked about it on the show before. If a token has less than 1 billion tokens, you really only need like 1,000 to make good money. If that token hit $30, you have 1,000. That's $30,000. You can do a lot with $30,000 with 1,000 tokens. That would only probably cost you. LCX would only cost you like what, $200 or a couple $100 right now at 20 cents.
No.
Because I can do the math really quick. I just don't want to be on air, talking about it. Because like 200 divided by 0.2. Yes, $200. So LCX to get to put if you put $1,000 in or $100, what is it? What is 0.20? Because if you want 1,000 tokens, you would just multiply that by 0.2. It'll cost you $200.
Oh, okay.
$200 will get you 1,000 tokens of LCX. LCX hits $10. That's 10 grand. LCX hits $100. Is that 100 grand? Yes.
My math is terrible, so
yeah, that's 100 grand.
Me.
So that's why if you understand tokenomics, you realize I'm like, all right, well, Alliance Block has 1 billion tokens. You want at least 5,000, right? But if you had 1,000, a Lions bot could hit $30. But if you wanted more bang for your buck, you want to get at least 5,000, 10,000. So like 1,000 coins would be tokens that have under 1 billion, like the 50 million, like VXVs. If you had 1,000 VXV, you're good. My opinion. You know what I mean? Because VXV only has 50 million tokens. KDA has 1 billion tokens. You want at least a couple thousand of those. You know, that just goes off of pure price speculation, price analysis, and that's it.
Now,
that's not utility. That's not speculation. That's all price and tokenomics. If now getting deeper into research and everything like that, then you got to realize, okay, can this token actually have enough volume to hit, you know, a 3, 4, 5, $10 billion market cap to be worth this amount?
Exactly.
That's more research. But in regards of the tokenomics from a look A and B perspective, black and white perspective, okay, 1 billion tokens, you need a couple thousand. Less than 1 billion, a couple million. You have hundreds of millions or a few million, they only need like a couple hundred.
Yeah, or if you get something like a V chain, you're gonna need like 100,000.
Yes.
You know,
CRO even
200,000.
CRO even
to even be worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dogecoin. The only reason why and Sheeb broke that. Oh, this guy put in $500 and made million because Dogecoin was 0.00002. You put in $500, that thing pumped up to $50 billion market cap. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Imagine a $50 billion market cap in VXV. We've done the math.
Damn. Even Happy.
Even Happy.
Whew.
You get
Look
what I'm
at
saying?
Happy. Happy will be freaking
QUANT has 12
ridiculous.
million. I don't know if I said 12 billion. I hope I didn't, but it's 12 million. But yes, Happy has like a couple 100,000 tokens, I think.
Yeah,
How much does
I
it
think
have?
is it like 12,000 or 15,000?
Some
It's
crazy
low.
number where it literally just one Happy, and if Happy had like couple billion dollar market cap, is insane returns. But
Yeah,
but you get it, like we said, like Mike said, Lars, you know, he said, you buy V chain, what you gonna do with 1,000 tokens of V chain?
nothing. Literally nothing.
That's literally like $100.
Exactly. Not even. That's probably like $10.
That happened to me. I bought a seller token before I understood tokenomics. I bought seller at 3 cents. I put in $100. Seller went, I sold it at 9 cents. Seller went on to go a little bit higher. I don't know. Do you know how much I made? Like $300. Because $100, so many tokens, my $100 only got me. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Because
yeah, you gotta have a lot of. Gotta have a lot.
Because you have to
of
understand the supply. So if seller had less supply, the amount of volume that took it from 3 cents to 9 cents should have made it go from 3 cents to like $2, $3. Like LCX. LCX has like in the hundreds.
If the supply was lower.
Yes.
Yeah.
And LCX went from 3 cents. That's when the first time I bought in at 3 cents, it went up to 68 cents.
Damn.
That is like a 30x. I don't even know the math on that. That's because it's a supply.
Exactly.
So imagine you had 10,000 LCX.
Baller. Poof. I can't even imagine the gains on that one.
You know what I mean?
Pretty
10,000 tokens of LCX at at $1 is $10,000. But that, you know how much it would have cost you at 3 cents?
Not as much.
A couple $100.
Yep. Crazy.
Sorry, but that's just like my little take on it. I don't know if
Hopefully that helped. No, I think you said everything correctly. If I added anything, it would basically be redundant. So I'm not even going to try to attempt
do
to
that
say
to
anything.
myself. I repeat myself like 7 times.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try and do it because then people would just be like, "What we heard, John just literally."
No, but different perspective. You probably say it in a different way.
No, my thing is like, I don't know, man. It depends on what. Like I go back to when I first came on the show. Is like, it just depends on what you want to do, man. What is your goal? I mean, okay, is your goal to get rich? Is your goal to, accumulate dollar cost average in? Like, it's too many variables for me to give you a verbatim answer.
He's saying like, how much tokens would you need? What's considered a bag?
You would have to look at the tokenomics for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's like V chain. You would think having 1,000 V chains is a bag. It's not. Having 1,000 V chains is like having $1.
Having 1,000 V chains is not going to do you anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like Dogecoin. You had 1,000 Dogecoin, it's not going to make you anything. That's not worth anything.
Dude, anything under 100,000 V chain, anything
CRO.
under 100,000, like 50,000 V chain, it's not gonna do anything for you, bro. I mean, you'll make $5,000-$6,000, maybe $10,000, but I mean,
I don't think you would.
What do you?
If you had 1,000 CRO, at $1, it's only $1,000. And at this point, do you know how much it's gonna cost you to get to 1,000 CRO?
A lot.
$600.
No, it's gonna cost.
$500 because it's 50 cents right now.
Oh yeah.
Well, yesterday it would have cost you $600. Today it would cost you $500. So you're gonna 2x your money. I'd rather put it out in Bitcoin if I'm 2x my money
Safely, so I don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But
take a little longer.
It just depends, man. There's no right or wrong answer, you know. But John, he explained it perfectly. I don't feel like I need to kind of elaborate on that situation. I think John explained it pretty good. So, you know, hopefully that helps you out.
Eloquently.
There you go. Eloquently. There you go. But hopefully, man, hopefully that answer answered the question for you. And you know, if you have any other questions or anybody on the show that's watching right now, then, you know, leave them in the comments section, man. We always trying to answer them, especially on Fridays. That's the day that
tomorrow we have a special episode though. We're having somebody from the TikTok community, crypto community. She just confirmed again that she's ready she can do the show today.
So we're
recording it today for tomorrow.
Okay.
Her name is the Finance Chick. She's on TikTok. She does crypto education. So we're gonna have her on the show tomorrow. Hope you guys are excited.
Yeah, it should be a fun time, man. You guys find definitely a lot of value in that show. So hopefully you found some value today. If you did, man, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and
join the Discord.
Definitely join the Discord. Like-minded people.
Like the Twitter. Please go to the Twitter. The Twitter is where a lot of stuff is shown.
Yeah, there's constant value every single day.
A lot of things are tweeted there.
Whether it's on our channel or on our TikTok, our YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter. There's a lot of
Discord
value there.
has the most value, and then, you know, you want to change your mindset, then you know, hashtag alpha. You already know. If you know, you know.
You know.
Shout out to all 19 patrons in there. We're going to do a shout out once we get to like 20, 25. We'll do a public shout out if you guys want your name to be spoken, or a pseudonym, like an anonymous name, whatever. We'll do a shout out to all you amazing people that are in the collective. And then I'm hoping that you guys are already finding value in there. We're dropping some gems in there, some like not like crypto gems, but you know what I mean, like
some mindset stuff,
mindset gems, portfolio updates, all that stuff.
Exactly. So
but it's deeper than that.
If you guys want to check that out, it's always down in the description down below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Description down below. Watch the show. Gotta go.
Peace.
And it goes a little something like